You feel it, that persistent drag, a subtle pull backward, a gnawing conviction that things used to be simpler, somehow better, fundamentally right. It's a low hum of dissatisfaction, a feeling that your present moment is constantly falling short, measured against an invisible standard. This isn't just a fleeting thought. For many, it's an underlying exhaustion that saps motivation, leading to a paralysis of action. You look around, see the accelerating change, and instead of engaging, you find yourself retreating, seeking comfort in a perceived past. But that feeling isn't a genuine memory resurfacing. It's an engineered narrative, precisely calibrated, designed to keep you looking over your shoulder rather than building what's next. This deliberate disorienting friction is not accidental. Your mind often serves up specific images, certain music, simpler technologies, cultural touchstones from a bygone era. These flashes feel authentic, like direct access to a good old days that offers a respite from today's complexity. But what you are experiencing isn't raw recall. It's a curated highlight reel. Think of a meticulous editor assembling a promotional video for a product that no longer exists. They only select the most appealing clips. This mental scrapbook is carefully constructed, not by your own natural memory process, but by external forces that understand how your brain yearns for familiarity. It's a highly selective, context-stripped composite. This isn't just faulty memory, it's a deliberate construction. That curated reel comes with a significant omission. It strips away the systemic friction that defined that past, the pervasive inequalities, the limited access to opportunities, the social and economic suffering that was simply accepted as the norm. It erases the battles fought for basic rights, the environmental degradation, the quiet desperation in countless households, the discomfort, the struggle, the inherent injustices of that time are simply cut from the footage. By removing these inconvenient truths, the past is rendered artificially appealing, a sanitized refuge from current challenges. This edited version is then presented as an idealized alternative, a template for how things should be. The goal of this selective editing is precise: to generate artificial dissatisfaction with your present reality. When the now is constantly compared to an unattainable, flawless then, the present will always feel inadequate. This manufactured discontent isn't about fostering improvement. It's about creating a constant sense of unease, a low-grade emotional drain. You become more critical of your current circumstances, not because they are inherently worse, but because you are being fed a distorted metric of comparison. This constant feeling of falling short, this engineered frustration, is not an accidental byproduct. It serves a specific, exploitable purpose. This constant, manufactured dissatisfaction creates a potent emotional vulnerability. When you are worn down by the perceived failings of the present and conditioned to believe a simpler time was inherently superior, you become highly susceptible to any narrative promising a return to stability. You start to crave that perceived calm, that sense of order, even if you can't quite define what it was. This longing makes you receptive to solutions that appear to offer a way back to a familiar, comfortable state. It feels like an offer of security amidst accelerating change, a chance to regain control. But the nature of that return is where the real trap lies. That promised return is not to a better, more equitable past. It's a redirect, designed to funnel you into regressive systems that prioritize extraction. The stability being offered isn't yours. It's the stability of concentrated power, of systems that benefit a select few by demanding more from you. This isn't a nostalgic journey. It's an architectural shift, a re-engineering of the present to mimic the least democratic, most exploitative aspects of previous eras. You are being offered a past where your agency was minimal, repackaged as restoration and order. The perceived security is a cage, built to optimize your compliance and output. This isn't organic sentiment. This is a political and economic deployment, a precise operation. They use a fabricated past, a carefully edited historical fiction, to market disempowerment as restoration. Every time a narrative pushes for tradition or the way things used to be without critical context, it's often an attempt to reinstall hierarchies that benefit existing power structures. This weaponized nostalgia diverts your attention from present-day mechanisms of control by constantly pointing backward. It's a calculated strategy to prevent you from identifying the contemporary levers of power and building effective countermeasures for the now. The real cost of living inside this weaponized past is your agency. It drains your capacity to focus on the present challenges, to innovate, to build a relevant future. When your energy is perpetually consumed by longing for a mirage, you cannot engage with the architectural code of your current reality. You remain disarmed, constantly reacting to external stimuli, rather than proactively designing your environment. This state of constant backward gaze means you are operating on obsolete maps, incapable of navigating the complex terrain of the present. This isn't just about feeling tired. It's about losing the ability to construct your own path forward. You suspected something felt off when those good old days narratives didn't quite resonate, when the longing felt less like genuine memory and more like a heavy burden. Now you understand why. It's not a personal failing, not a flaw in your memory. It's a precisely designed extraction loop. This engineered nostalgia is actively disarming your capacity to engage with the present, making regression feel like a manufactured security. But identifying the mechanism is the first step toward dismantling it. The question is, how do you begin to deconstruct these weaponized narratives and reclaim the only true ground you possess? The now. A precisely designed extraction loop. This extraction loop operates by first hijacking your internal clock. It pulls your focus backward, away from the present moment. Your sense of agency, your capacity to build or adapt anew, begins to diminish under this sustained pressure. You're not just recalling history. You are, in effect, being held hostage by a curated, commercialized past, presented as a desirable alternative. This is precisely why that pervasive drag we named earlier feels like a constant drain. It's the energy cost of maintaining an illusion that was never yours to begin with, preventing you from engaging with the current operational environment. The immediate consequence is a paralyzing deficit of relevant action, a core component of engineered compliance. To counter this, you need a framework to audit your own memory data. Consider it a three-point internal security scan. First, when a simpler time narrative surfaces, isolate the gag source. Is it a direct personal recall or a media-amplified composite originating from external channels? Second, identify the omissions. What challenges, inequalities, or systemic flaws from that era are conveniently absent from the narrative? No past is pristine. Third, interrogate the proposed solution. Does the narrative of return lead to present-day constructive action? Or does it funnel your dissatisfaction into a fixed, backward-looking political or economic agenda? This isn't about erasing your past. It's about decontaminating it. Failure to apply this audit leaves you operating on compromised intelligence. Your dissatisfaction, correctly identified as legitimate in Part 1, remains weaponized. It becomes a resource funneled into projects of restoration that serve external operators, not your own sovereignty. You will find yourself advocating for systems that ultimately diminish your own present-day rights or economic standing, all under the guise of reclaiming a mythical past. This isn't theoretical. Look at the policies being pushed, the markets being created around retro solutions for modern problems. The cost is real. You unknowingly become an agent for your own further disempowerment, your energy expended on someone else's agenda. The way out of this extraction loop is not to deny history, but to reclaim your present tense capacity for future building. This is not optimism or hope. It is a tactical reorientation of resources. You are shifting from a consumer of weaponized nostalgia to an operational architect of your immediate reality. Your energy, formerly drained by perpetual longing for a past that never truly existed, becomes available for constructing solutions in the now. This requires a deliberate daily act of choosing where your focus lands. It demands the discipline to recognize the pull backward and, instead, initiate forward momentum, however small. It's about operationalizing your agency. To operationalize this, begin with 3 immediate protocols. First, identify one current problem you face that cannot be solved by a return to an older system. This grounds you in present reality. Second, dedicate a specific, contained block of time each day, even 15 minutes, to researching or building a small, actionable component of a future-oriented solution for that problem. This could be learning a new skill, mapping a process, or connecting with new data. Third, consciously starve the nostalgia loop. Redirect any impulse to consume good old days content towards engaging with contemporary challenges and opportunity. This rebuilds your future-facing muscle. You are not merely observing this manipulation. You are now equipped to disable its primary function. By consistently auditing your historical inputs and deliberately investing your energy in present-day construction, you future-proof your perception. You become less susceptible to external emotional triggers designed to paralyze or redirect your agency. This isn't about dismissing the lessons of history. It's about demanding genuine, uncorrupted data. The internal shift is profound. From a participant in a mass psychological operation to an independent operator, immune to the gravitational pull of a fabricated past. This is strategic disengagement from engineered decline. The field is still active. The memories will continue to be weaponized, deployed to disarm your capacity to build. But the mechanism is now visible to you. The choice is operational. Remain a subject within a controlled narrative, or reclaim your sovereign attention. Your most critical resource is your present tense focus. Direct it toward relevant action. Build now. Engage with the future you intend to inhabit, not the past someone else intends for you to mourn. This transmission is declassified. The next step is yours.